I never knew you could make millions from writing a book about how pushy Chinese moms are. Until I heard that Tiger Mom business. Dude, I could have been a millionaire. Instead, I'm just a typical Chinese mom with a run-of-the-mill, pushy Chinese mom. My mom was clearly a fan of brevity and tough love, and she had an answer to whatever life entailed. When I was nervous, previous to trying out for the cross-country team, she said, "I knew it, you don't practice run enough." But when I made the team, it was all, "Oh, I knew it the whole time, you're so fast." When I was nervous about college acceptances, she said, "I knew it. Remember that time 2 years ago when you sneaky watched TV downstairs? So lazy." But when I got into all the schools I applied to, it was, "I knew it the whole time, you're so smart." When I lamented the lack of a love life, she said, "I knew it. How many times I tell you no man want a woman who wear ponytail?" But then when I started a relationship, it was all, "I knew it whole time, you're such a catch." This woman, she knew everything. This clairvoyance lasted through my college years and then the dark year when I didn't immediately enter graduate school. She knew things were not looking up for me. I was still defiantly sporting my ponytail. But I learned to find the fact that she ended every phone conversation with, "Your life in toilet." I learned to find that humorous because the minute I did anything good, she was standing right next to me, ready to tell the world, "That's my girl." Sometimes she would say, that's my daughter. I know you think we're sisters, but." My life began to fill out. I attended and finished graduate school. I began a career. I met a nice young man with PhD, and we got engaged. When times were rough, she harshly put me in my place, but she was also the first to be there to vigorously congratulate me when I triumphed. I enjoyed many nice years of positive "I knew it's" when I got promoted, finished races, miraculously got pregnant after infertility treatments, and enjoyed the security and partnership of marriage. Soon, I too knew that I could do this whole life thing. I made a decision to be motivated by the disappointed "I knew it's" and believe her when she said I would succeed. However, after the birth of my son, things changed. I dwelled on the failure of my beautifully crafted birth plan when my natural birth turned into a C-section. People would come to see our beautifully, perfectly made son, and I would find myself cornering anyone that would listen, detailing the fruitless labor that landed me on the operating table, shaking too much from weakness and drugs that I couldn't hold my son when they pulled him out of me. I booked appointments with my OB, countless lactation consultants, attended breastfeeding groups, the local La Leche Lake, even a breast surgeon when breastfeeding wasn't working out. I begged for a diagnosis: thrush, yeast infection, clogged duct, anything that could be remedied by smearing indigo on my nipples. I wallowed in the sick smell of formula when breastfeeding failed altogether, and I told myself I could barely be considered a mother when he stayed sick that entire winter. I knew it was because I didn't breastfeed long enough. Soon, just the touch or the sight or smell or sound of him made me want to crawl into my own skin. I was in the throes of postpartum depression, and I had nowhere to turn. Things got worse. My marriage failed, and more accurately, I failed my marriage. I moved from my sunny home into a stale apartment with a 1-year-old, sometimes scared into paralysis, with all the fears, stresses, and incessant second-guessing that is being a single mother. What did my mom say then? She didn't say anything because she didn't know. I couldn't bear to talk to her and have her hear she had a failure for a daughter. I already knew it. She didn't have to tell me this time. I was broken, I was embarrassed, and I was ashamed. Then one day, while visiting for the first time in my apartment, I could feel my mom watching me with my son, and my whole body radiated a sticky humidity, sweat beating around and inside my ponytail. I steeled myself for her commentary. She said, "Oh, Nat, he's pure joy. It reminded me of you. He's going to be just fine. I knew you'd be a wonderful mother. I knew it the whole time." I don't know if she truly knew that day, but she knew what I needed. She knew she had the power to give me strength, and she chose to give it to me. So now I know, too. I am a good mom because I have a good mother. And that's why you should listen to your mother, because she knew it the whole time.